The philosophies. Classical Greek philosopher Plato's allegory of the cave has many parallels with the Matrix. Plato presents this idea that the world we see is a mere shadow of what truly exists, and that we have never seen the world for what it really is. In The Matrix, this idea is essential to the film's plot and setting. As the Matrix is a computer program that humans are plugged into, the world they view as real is not what it really appears to be. In reality, those living within the Matrix have never seen the real world that exists beyond their perception. Only those who have been unplugged or removed from the Matrix have ever truly seen the world.
René Descartes, a philosopher's theory, "I think, therefore I am," is a big part of the Matrix. We often hear people in the movie asking, "What is real? How do you define real?" Which is exactly what René Descartes was trying to explain. We are the contents of our own mind. We are what we think.
This can't be what? Be real?
Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that asks the question,
what is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
These questions of casting doubt on all of our knowledge was the first step in tearing down our knowledge, reducing it to its foundations, and then building it back up again. René Descartes, he was one of the great Renaissance geniuses.
Descartes was amazing. He was a great scientist and a tremendously imaginative and resourceful scientist. I think no scientist has ever been more ambitious. He thought he had a theory of everything.
You know, he saw himself ultimately as a natural scientist, and philosophy for him was just part of his program. He wanted to get everything down to its foundations.
When he performed that methodical doubt, the one thing he thought he could not doubt was,
cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am.
that is, I as a thinker am, as a res cogitans, a thinking thing.
His basic idea that we only have access to the content of our own minds gives us this thing called the problem of the external world.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What does it mean to live in the Matrix? I think what this means is that everyone has their own perception of what is real. The fact that Neo was living a lie his entire life until he found out about the Matrix can be deceiving, because we can all be in the Matrix and not even know it. In a scene near the beginning of the movie, Neo is in the Matrix for the first time and says that he feels it is real because he is touching a chair and can feel it under his hands. However, Morpheus then tells him, "Is it real because your mind tells you it's real?" Thinking that way can make us think that maybe we are living in a world that isn't what we think it is.
Science fiction integrates hypothetical, science-based themes into the plot of the movie. Usually, it incorporates futuristic things and technologies to explore social, political, and philosophical issues. The setting of the movie is usually in the future, on Earth, and sometimes in space. These movies usually involve heroes, villains, futuristic locations, missions, and advanced technology.
Bullet time. Bullet time is a special and visual effect that refers to a digitally enhanced simulation of slow motion. It is recognized both by its extreme transformation of time and space. This is almost impossible with slow motion as the camera would have to move impossibly fast. Only a virtual camera would be able to capture bullet time.
This movie definitely made me think. It made me consider things I never thought were remotely possible. The special effects were extremely impressive, especially with all the flips and morphing into different people that was done. The philosophical references made the whole movie seem more realistic, and made the whole concept of the Matrix seem like a real possibility. I especially enjoyed the part in the beginning where he was told to follow the white rabbit, which ended up being a tattoo on a girl's shoulder. The reference to Alice in Wonderland was very accurate because he ended up figuratively falling down the rabbit hole, which ended up being his life.